Looks like it was Andrew Scheer's turn to rip apart the Liberal Party today. I got a clip from a question period I'm going to get into in just a second. Now, before I do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps grow the channel, and I appreciate you so much for doing that. So let's have a look, and then we'll talk about it.
The Honourable Member for Regina Capel.
Speaker, after 10 years of Liberal inflationary deficits, working Canadians have never had it so tough. People lined up at food banks and parents putting beef back on the grocery store shelf were desperate for something in the budget to bring prices down. Did the Prime Minister scrap hidden taxes on food? No. Did he scrap the 17 cents fuel standards tax? No. The Prime Minister heard the cries of working Canadians, and what did he do? He scrapped the luxury tax on private jets and yachts. That's right, the only measure in this budget to make things cheaper will only apply to boats and airplanes. Can the Prime Minister tell us how many Canadians lined up at food banks will benefit from the private jet tax cut?
None.
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
What Canadians want is a government that will invest in their futures and invest in their possibility. And that's exactly what we've been doing, Mr. Speaker. 67,000 new jobs added this month, Mr. Speaker, 2 months in a row where we're seeing unemployment go.
So they added a bunch of part-time jobs leading up to Christmas. Oh, okay, Liberals. Wow. You've fixed everything. Everything's gotten better now. How many jobs have they cut so far, by the way? How many jobs were lost or are about to be lost in the Crown Royal bottling plant and Stellantis? Not to mention the other companies that are going to be fleeing this once great country. Good job, Liberals, you won. Give me a break.
Yeah, and what's great about this, Mr. Speaker, is youth unemployment is going down. So the investments we're making are working. This is a budget for young people, for seniors, for families. They're going to vote against things like dental care. They're going to vote against things like child care. That's what families need, and that's exactly what this budget delivers.
Member for Regina Capel.
If they really wanted to give workers a break, they'd scrap the industrial carbon tax that their American competitors don't have to pay. Now we all know who this budget really was for. It was a Brookfield boardroom budget. After all, the billions in extra debt means bankers and bondholders get big interest payments, and now when those board members go out to buy a luxury private jet, they get a big tax break. A Gulfstream G600 is currently listed for $63 million. Can the Prime Minister tell us how much a Brookfield executive will save with the private jet tax cut and how much more Canadians will have to pay when food prices go up?
Yeah, how much are we going to have to pay when food prices go up even more? Again.
I'm sorry, pardon, l'honorable secrétaire parlementaire pour le logement et l'infrastructure.
Merci, Mr. Président. Unlike the Conservatives, Canadians do not live in a pretend world. They
Oh
know
my
there is no
God.
tax on food. They know which party always vote against affordability, against dental care, pharmacare, child care, basically anything with the word care in it. But most importantly, Canadians know that our government is there for them with a budget that will protect jobs in critical sectors like auto, steel, aluminum, lumber, build affordable housing and the infrastructures our communities need all across Canada, empower, catalyze our economy. So if you're really there for Canadians, you'll vote for the budget. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
If you're really there for Canadians, you'll get us even more into debt. The Liberals always say that, oh, the Conservatives vote against this. Well, you haven't needed their vote to get anything passed, and you still don't, and yet your bills keep getting passed, and things keep getting worse. But they always keep saying, well, yeah, Pierre won't vote for this, and he won't vote for that. Well, as it turns out, those policies were bad and didn't help anyone. They just had nice little names, nice little titles to make people think that it's really about care. Pierre doesn't vote for them, but they get passed anyway, and the quality of life keeps getting worse. And now you have a seasonal uptick in part-time jobs, and they're bragging about it. They're going to spend even more money than Justin Trudeau, and they're bragging about it. It's a very wild time to be a Canadian living in this country, especially when you're not a Liberal and you have a little bit of common sense, and you can see that everything the Liberals touch turns to shit. Everything. every city, every town, every province, you elect a Liberal or let's just say a conservative in Liberals' clothing, like Doug Ford, or I should say a Liberal in conservative clothing like Doug Ford, Tim Houston, the ones who pretend to be conservative, Chris D'Entremont. Can't really say you're a conservative when you agree with Liberals all the time. That's not Pierre's job. He's the leader of the official opposition. He's supposed to push back. What good would the opposition be if they voted with the government? That's not opposition. That's called a coalition. The NDP under Jagmeet Singh. Remember that guy? It's unbelievable that people continue to fall for this. Oh, it's okay to vote Liberal again. The Justin Trudeau's gone. Okay, pretty much his whole cabinet is still there. I mean, it's not a new government unless you mean new as in worse. It's a more expensive government, which who even thought that was possible after Justin Trudeau? But again, we just got to keep fighting, keep spreading the message. Eventually people will wake up. I just hope that they wake up before it's too late.